This is the Windmill cube. A cube that it's a 3x3 shape mod. And it can get into various cubes. And at the end of this video, if you're curious, I will show you why it's gotten its name. And there's one way that these centers, like, as you can see, are not normal. Like a normal 3x3 that you can see right here in the background. The centers are flat. These centers, there are only two of them that are flat, which is yellow and white. The other ones are like slanted, and you have to solve them correctly. The best way to solve it is by leaving, when you solve the first layer, correctly solve 3 out of 4 centers and leave one. I generally leave the orange one 180 degrees out, but this method of doing the Windmill cube only works if you solve it the official way of Rubik's cube. Like, Rubiks himself has an official way of solving the Rubik's cube. But no one really uses it because it's not as fast. But in Windmill cube, I would say it kind of does help. So I think I'll just get started with solving it. So, yeah. So I'm just focusing on mainly just first solving the cube itself. Not really worrying about specifically the centers yet, because that's what I do at the end generally after solving the first layer. Now currently the orange one is an easy fix. So I guess I'll just keep the orange one solved, I guess. And just keep the green one 180 degrees since I'm just going with the flow. Now you just have, at the point that you only have one of the centers 180 degrees flipped, you can just start solving the cube normally, how you would normally using the official strategy of 3x3. Just you have to remember, it's a Windmill cube, so sometimes it looks like it can move, but it's sometimes not gonna move because you have to align it. Solving it is literally exactly like the 3x3, normal 3x3, just like the only difference is that the shape is kind of different, and also that one center, if you're doing the method that I'm displaying, you're going to want one center 180 degrees the other way than correct. Now that I'm done with the middle layer, that I can start with the top layer. But of course, you have to still use the official method, as if you don't use the official method, you're going to completely fail. And then you're going to never solve it unless you find some other way. Which there are a lot of ways, just when you buy the cube, there is no pamphlet on how to solve it. Because the cube I bought, the Qiyi, I believe Mofange 3x3 Windmill, is not like that. Okay, here at the last part, you see how that blue and orange and green? You're going to want the one in the middle, right above the one that's 180 degrees. So I'm going to check, the green goes on this side, so I'm going to have to do the algorithm that's corresponding to that, just having it above the color that is 180 degrees, and then I just have to turn it at the last time. And there is a solved mofange, or I'm not sure if it's mofange. I can quickly check by finding which box of these is a windmill. So I found the windmill cube box right here, so I will have to move around to check. Pretty sure that it is a mofange, but I'm not 100% sure, as it doesn't tell me that much. But I'm pretty sure it's a mofange. 3x3 windmill, and it's solved. Now, it's called a windmill cube because when you do the checkered pattern at it, which you know it's like that, it kind of looks like windmill. And you can get the windmill state from the top and the bottom in a lot of forms. You don't always have to complete the checkered pattern. You can have the sides wrong from the checkered pattern, but as long as the top and the bottom are checkered patterned, it's good. And now just to complete this being solved and not get a DNF, I'm gonna get it back to the form that is correct. And that is how you solve a 3x3 windmill cube from Qiyi.